Gimillu was born in Tashritu, in the year the canal broke and the water stood in the streets for 3 days, and his mother always said the flood had gotten into him, because he could never leave all things alone. In the tablet house he copied the king list until his wrist ached, and he lingered longest over the line about Alulim of Eridu, whose reign was too long for sense. A span of years, his teacher admitted that no man was meant to believe, only to copy. Later they set him to the laws of Hammurabi, judgment after judgment about oxen and orchards and runaway slaves, an ox scored here, 30 shekels owed there. And though the other boys groaned, Gimillu copied the old king's curses at the end with real pleasure. Grown, and a dealer in antiquities more than a scribe, his proudest acquisition was a chipped alabaster bowl carrying the name of Rimush of Akkad. Bought of a boatman for 12 shekels and worth, Gimillu insisted to anyone who would listen, a house. A flood story he knew by heart began in Shurupak, the city on the Euphrates where the great gods, sworn to secrecy, poured their warning through a wall of reeds so that no oath was broken. And one man began, quietly, to build. Most of all he loved the passage no one had ever assigned him, the wild man on his deathbed, cursing the door he had made and the woman who had tamed him. Then dreaming of the house of dust where kings wait tables and the bread is clay. Gimillu owned the full series, all 12 tablets, but that one, he knew exactly where in the sequence it fell. He kept wrapped in linen, apart from the rest. Each year when Kislevu came, and the nights turned long and cold, he shut the shop early, lit the brazier, and read until the lamp guttered, which his wife called a sickness, and he called a rest. Some evenings it was the flood tablet again, just for one name, Ubaratutu, in whose days the rains were decided. The last name the list records before the waters come. A man remembered for nothing except being the father of the one who lived. His grandmother had told him, years ago, that every story worth telling ran back eventually to Sargon of Akkad, the gardener's foundling, the cupbearer who took a crown. And Gimillu, closing the shop ledger at 60 years old with his fortune in broken clay, had never once found her wrong.